Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, while Bitcoin is still forming this short-term pattern, we're actually seeing another pattern form for Bitcoin that we need to pay attention to. So I'll be talking about that in just a moment, alongside Ethereum, which has just hours to go before potentially confirming a break of this critical level, while Solana is also about to confirm a break of this pattern. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in this video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just giving you a quick update here on the weekly Bitcoin chart, and right now, once again, Bitcoin is still potentially repeating history as we're currently within a larger bullish market, similar to what we saw back in 2020 going into 2021, and we're basically at the stage in this bull market where we're tackling the old all-time high, we're struggling around that all-time high breakout, which is exactly what we saw at the last all-time high breakout back at the end of 2020. And considering this is on the weekly time frame, these short-term pullbacks don't look very large, but really when we're measuring out some of these moves, like what we saw back in November 2020, we saw 17 to 18% pullbacks from high to low around that all-time high breakout level. And if we're looking at the current pullback, it's very similar to what we saw back here. Once again, the price basically struggling in the short term around that all-time high breakout. But ultimately, after we struggled for a few weeks here, around 3 to 4 weeks of struggle at the previous all-time high breakout back in 2020, we ultimately saw a major breakout to the upside eventually later on to continue the bull market. And so just keep that in mind here on the larger time frames, we can still remain very bullish. It's just in the short term at the moment, we're taking a bit of a break from that bullish market. And if we're taking a look at this 3-day Bitcoin chart, once again, as I've been saying recently on the channel, right now we're just seeing a standard pullback so far in this bull market. In fact, so far during this bull market, we've seen 4 previous significant pullbacks of more than 20%. And in fact, basically all of those previous pullbacks have been around a 20% pullback. We haven't really seen any pullbacks much larger than 20% so far in this bull market. And as of right now, this current pullback, at least at the time of recording this video, from high to low, has been around a 17 to 18% pullback. And so this type of price action is very normal to see even during a bullish market. And once again, it's even possible we could see more short-term bearish price action, like for example, a 20% pullback, and that can still happen during a larger bullish trend or a bull market. And so personally, when I'm seeing these 20% pullbacks from high to low in the Bitcoin price, and when I'm seeing that we're still within a larger bullish trend, personally, I take these as opportunities to simply accumulate more Bitcoin or potentially enter long positions. But as always, that is not personal financial advice. That is just letting you know what I'm seeing when it comes to these pullbacks during this bull market. And if we're taking a look at this daily Bitcoin chart, this is the Bitcoin price in the candlesticks, and this red line right here is the DXY, also known as the US dollar index, in case you're new to this channel. And basically all you need to know about the DXY is when it's bearish, that is usually bullish for Bitcoin and crypto, and vice versa. If the DXY is bullish, that is usually bearish for Bitcoin and crypto. And so as of recent, we have actually seen a bit of a spike back to the upside in the DXY here in the short term, which is one of the reasons potentially as to why we've seen some short-term bearish price action, basically a bit of a pullback during the larger bullish trend. And so I'll be keeping an eye on this DXY. Of course, if it continues to spike to the upside, we may not see much bullish price action in the short term if we continue to see the DXY very bullish. And if we're taking a look at the 8-hour Bitcoin chart, of course, as of right now, we still technically have this bearish divergence, which is still technically active on the chart. And so once again, what a bearish divergence means is that we're due to see reduced bullish momentum, at least in the short term, which usually plays out in the form of either choppy sideways price action or a short-term pullback as the most common outcomes from a bearish divergence. And in order to invalidate this bearish divergence, we ideally need to see a reversal in the RSI forming higher lows and higher highs, and ideally breaking out above this descending line of resistance, which at least as of right now has not yet happened. But if we're zooming into the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, what we can now see in the price of Bitcoin is a new symmetrical triangle pattern, also known as a horizontal triangle pattern, forming right now. Because at least as of right now, we have an ascending line of support and a descending line of resistance, so the price is converging in on itself, getting ready for a major breakout, either above resistance or below support. And in case you're wondering, this line of support is currently sitting at around 64.4k approximately, and this line of resistance is currently sitting at around 66.5k. And so basically, while we're inside this triangle pattern, we should not be taking any new trades because we have not seen any confirmed breakout either above resistance or below support. But basically, the moment we see a confirmed break either above resistance or below support, that will be the signal that will confirm the next short-term price target, at least based on this pattern right here. And if we're measuring out that short-term price target for this symmetrical triangle pattern, if we break out above resistance with confirmation, that would set up a short-term bullish price target, which would be sitting just above $73,000, almost at the all-time high. But on the other hand, if we actually see a confirmed break below that line of support, then that would set up a bearish price target, which would be sitting at roughly around 58,500. And so either way, from the point of the break to the price target, we're looking at roughly around a 9 to 10% move in the price of Bitcoin. And as traders, it does not matter what direction the price breaks, whether we break out to the upside or to the downside. Either way, we can make money in both scenarios with either a long position or a short position. And so once again, as always, this is not personal financial advice, but just a possible trading strategy. Just for an example, if we see a confirmed breakout above resistance, then a potential trading strategy would be to enter a long position once we confirm a breakout above resistance in order to trade that move towards the price target. Or vice versa, if we fail to see a breakout and instead we actually break below support, then that could be a potential signal to enter a short-term short position to trade the move to the downside. And so we don't actually need to know the direction of the break beforehand, we just need to wait for the break because that is the potential signal to enter a trade. Because once again, when we confirm a break either below support or above resistance, that will set up the next short-term price target, at least based on this pattern right here. But as always, we cannot ignore other support and resistance areas on the chart. So for example, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is actually running into a bit of short-term resistance right now, sitting in between 65 to 66,000. And let's just say if we confirm a breakout above that descending line of resistance, we could also run into resistance right here in between around 68 to 70k. We have a lot of resistance, mainly around 68,500 and more resistance at around $70,000. And so just keep that in mind, even if we confirm a breakout to the upside from this triangle pattern, we could still struggle around that area of resistance or even see a short-term rejection around that resistance. And the same goes for the potential bearish scenario. Even if we confirm a break to the downside from this triangle pattern, we could potentially bounce around this area of support before even reaching that full technical price target. So just keep in mind those other areas of support and resistance. And so personally, when it comes to my trading strategy, I usually like to take some profits off the table when we're running into an important support or resistance zone. So for example, if I'm in a long position and we're about to run into resistance, personally, I just take a little bit of profits off the table in that situation. Once again, not financial advice, that's just letting you know my trading strategy. And if you want to actually trade these moves in the price of Bitcoin or any other crypto, personally, I take trades just like that over on Bybit. So I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit in the description down below and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link down below this video to make a Bybit account and deposit on that account, you can get up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, but only if you use that link down below this video. But for whatever reason, if you cannot access Bybit or if you cannot KYC on Bybit, there is also Bitflex, which is another crypto exchange similar to Bybit, but you don't need KYC for Bitflex. And so I'll also make sure to leave a link to Bitflex in the description down below and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link, it'll take you to this page right here where you can enter an exclusive Apple Watch giveaway if you want to. And so if you're trading crypto anyway, or if you're preparing to take the next trading opportunity, you might as well get set up ready to go on one of those exchanges using those links down below this video if you want to get those extra bonuses. And if we're taking a look at this 4-hour Bitcoin chart, at least as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is still potentially forming this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is technically a bullish pattern with a bullish price target, but only if we confirm a breakout above this descending line of resistance, which is sitting at roughly around 66,500. And very similar to this symmetrical triangle pattern, if we confirm a breakout above 66,500, that will set up a short-term bullish price target for this inverse head and shoulders pattern, very close to the all-time high at around 73 to 74,000. And if we're taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, we can still see a lot of liquidity above the price of Bitcoin, starting at around 68 to 68,500, and a lot more liquidity at around 69,000 approximately. And in case you're new to this channel, these areas of liquidity kind of act as magnets for the price of Bitcoin. Usually Bitcoin goes towards where there's most liquidity. And as for other liquidity on the chart, we have a little bit of liquidity at around 66,500 to 70,000, and we have a little bit of downside liquidity at around 60,500 to 61,000. But those other areas are not as much as what we have at around 68 to 69k. And if we're taking a look at Ethereum on the weekly time frame, we have just hours to go before this weekly candle close confirms. And so as I've been saying recently on the channel, it's actually quite important for the price of ETH to confirm a hold above this area of support sitting in between around 3.4k to 3.5k, because otherwise if we actually break that area and confirm a candle close well below 3.4k, then obviously that will be a short-term bearish signal on this weekly time frame, at least in the somewhat short term, telling us that we're likely going to see a drop potentially down to around 2.9k, which is the next important support here on the weekly time frame. But on the other hand, if we can hold above 3.4k over the coming hours, then of course that would be good news for the price of ETH if we can hold this critical area on the chart, which is the golden pocket based on the linear settings and also previous resistance, which should now act as new support. And as for other resistance, also on the weekly time frame, we still have this 78.6% Fibonacci level of resistance sitting at around 4.1k, which is basically exactly where we saw a rejection from just over the last few weeks. But either way, whether we hold 3.4k or not, we are still technically within a larger bullish trend or a bull market, even if we break 3.4k with a weekly candle close to the downside. Once again, that could potentially just trigger a little bit more of a short-term pullback. But remember, we can see short-term pullbacks even during a larger bullish trend. And if we're zooming into the short term, looking at the 4-hour time frame, right now the price is basically consolidating in a sideways price range in between this area of support and this area of resistance. First of all, this area of support is mostly sitting in between 3.2k to 3250 with a little bit of support at around 3.3k, and we have this resistance sitting in between around 3460 going up towards around 3540 approximately. And as for other support and resistance, if we see a breakback below 3.2k, we should have some short-term support at around 3150. And as for resistance, if we see a breakout above around 3540, then we should find some more resistance at around 3650 and more significant resistance in between around 3750 to 3.8k. But once again, at least as of right now, the price of ETH is basically chopping around sideways in a sideways price range in between support and resistance. But believe it or not, you can make a lot of easy money in a choppy sideways price range just like this. And if you want to know how to do that, then stick around to the end of this video to find out more. But first, just giving you a quick update on this 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart, and right now the price of ETH is still also potentially forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a bullish pattern, but only if we confirm a breakout above the neckline, which is sitting at around 3450 approximately. And if we confirm a breakout above that descending line of resistance, then that will set up a short-term bullish price target sitting at around 3950, which from the break to the price target would be around a 14% move to the upside. But remember, at least for now, this pattern is not yet confirmed, which means the price target is not yet active or in play. And if we're taking a look at the price of Solana valued in Bitcoin, this is Sol BTC on the 4-hour time frame. Right now, we've basically gone all the way into the end of this descending triangle pattern and about to see a break from this pattern basically right now. And statistically speaking, a descending triangle pattern actually breaks to the downside more often than not. It breaks to the downside more than it breaks to the upside, but it's still not impossible to see a breakout to the upside. And so ultimately, we just need to wait for confirmation to confirm a break of one of these levels. And once again, I covered this in more detail in my last video here on the channel with the technical price target in mind and what this actually means for Solana and Bitcoin. And so if you're new to the channel, you might as well check out my last video here on the channel if you want to know more about this chart right here, because once again, I covered this chart in more detail in my last video. And once again, if you want to trade crypto, check out those links down below this video to those exchanges if you want to claim those extra bonuses, which you might as well do that if you're trading crypto anyway. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can make money if the price is bullish or bearish using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.